Welcome to Relax and Paint. Last time I was doing Relax and Paint, my husband was sitting in the other room and he goes, "Why are you whispering? What's going on?" So if you're out there wondering why I talk a little bit quieter, is it's morning, the sun's starting to come in to the window, and I am thinking about what a beautiful fresh day it is today. And I'm thrilled that I'm able to paint with you guys. And I feel like every new morning, God blesses us with a new day and new mistakes and new blessings. So then we can start fresh each day with new goals and the things that we want to be. I just heard a country western song and I shared it with my viewers last week and on Facebook, which said, I want to be more like Jesus and less like me. So what I mean is I want to be even better, even than I think I might, if I think I'm doing something good and I accomplished a lot of good today, then I know that I could still be better. And what would Jesus do in that situation and what he did for us. And so I have to tell you, I love creating. I'm passionate about teaching. I love that you guys appreciate it and tell me the parts that I'm doing that are helping you. And I just want to be there for you, whether it's spiritually or it's inspiring, or if it's helping you get some strokes that you didn't think you could get before. I'm hoping you can relax and have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you drink and in the morning, and I have usually a diet caffeine free Coke, which is nothing like what you're probably doing, but I do take a deep breath. Can you all do that this morning? Take a deep breath and even close your eyes and think of what you're blessed with today. And that's hard during the COVID. And if you're watching these years from now, hopefully that it was just minor compared to what it has been. And I'm ready to paint. I'm going to do irises with you today. So let's start painting. Kind of, they remind me too of strokes that you do when you're painting an orchid, which I did last week. So, and I broke my nail. So if y'all see a big Band-Aid, that's why it's there. And I'm going to move to my overhead camera so that y'all can see the lesson today. All right, thank you. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I want to start with this is just to save time. This is gray multimedia paper. And I'm not going to do a background. I'm just going to start showing you some fun irises, okay? And these are kind of like the irises that might grow in your garden, and not the big, huge ones, but these are more delicate. So I just want to share with you the fun of this. I've got a number 12 flat. This is my Donna Dewberry brushes, and this is my value pack. They're very inexpensive. You get 10 brushes for $16. And that's on onestroke.com. You can get my signature fancy brushes. There's 13 of those, and those are the best brushes. So just letting you know. All right, so I am using multi-surface paint. All right, now sometimes they come in a different bottle, multi-surface label, but it's still multi-surface. All right, now what's going to happen is it has a sealer in it, so it's wonderful for all kinds of surfaces. So I'm going to work on loading this brush and my double loader. And I teach you all about this double loader in my practice strokes on Fridays. All right. So look, we're going to dip into the medium, and that's what we use instead of water. Okay. So the first thing that we have is we have a center. All right. So let's go a little bit closer and let me show you that I'm going to come up here and do a little bit of a curve and come down. So I'm going to come back here and get more white, and I'm going to turn this upside down so I can get the other side in front of the camera easier. I'm going to come up and I do a little bit of a wave. Do you see that? Just a little bit of a wave. 1, 2, then I'm going to come back and I push down and lift. So push down, stand up, and curve. All right. So it is going to be kind of a little bit of a watercolor effect because it's going to absorb into the paper. So I can come up here again. Look, I want to add a little bit more in there. So let's pick up some more white. All right. So now what's going to happen is that I'm going to come around right up here, right up here. Now, what happens with this petal is it has a piece that goes up, and then it has a piece that comes around. See, I wiggle a little bit, push down, and then turn back. That kind of cool? Let's do it again so you can see what I did. I came off of this side, come to a point, and then I'm going to come back down because inside of here, I'm going to put some yellow. All right, the pollen, this inside. All right, so then look what happens here. I'm going to come up under this, and I'm going to come down and stand up and twist. All right. Okay, then I'm going to come right here in the center. See, right here on both sides. So see how that's going to be the center of that iris? Isn't that kind of fun? Okay, so we're going to come here, and we're going to come down to a point, and come down to a point. But see, there's 1, 2. This is the one that's facing you. That's why it looks a little bit wider. All right, so then what's going to happen is what we aren't seeing here is that this has to be this piece right here. So look, we're going to come up here and get it up and back down. And then it's going to have yellow in there. So that's exactly what these look like from the side. All right, I'm going to get a teeny bit of medium, and I'm going to go over this again, this upper part. All right, I feel better with that. And let me get this side over here a little bit better. This is the piece on the top. All right, so that has to dry before I put the other details on it. So this is what I want to do. I want to add another purple one while I've got this on my brush. And I'm going to add a teeny bit of cobalt. So I'm going to grab the cobalt, come over here with white. Just a little bit different value. So over here, this should be easier now. So see, I've got a smaller one. I'm going to turn it around. Remember what I said? It's easier sometimes to go like this and curve this side coming up. Okay, so I've got one that's going to go here and one that goes here. All right, so what happened first? Remember, I did this little piece up top, right from, you notice it comes right from this piece that I put underneath. All right, so remember, I'm coming up here. I'm going to push down and turn. You need to practice this with me. So I slide here, come to a point, reverse, lay down, stand up, and turn. Okay, see, this is darker purple. This has dioxazine purple and cobalt blue with the wicker white. Okay, so I messed this up. Wait a minute. So I can come right up here actually and do that little piece there. And then I can come here. Okay, so I got a little bit big on that one. because I want it to look like the two sides. There we go. All right. So why don't we do a white one? I'm going to wash my whole brush. And sometimes with white, I can pick up a little bit of citrus green and white and work that in so I have a little bit of color that gives you depth. Okay. I hope you're enjoying what we're doing. I hope that each time you see something I teach, you think, oh, I have wanted to paint one of those. Or I think I can paint that. How's that sound? All right, so that's the white and the green. I keep coming over here. And so I'm dipping white and I'm laying it flat here. This is my double loader and I've been painting with it all morning. So, all right, so look, same thing. One, oops, I skipped a step. So like I'm gonna come this way and this way. Then I'm gonna put the white. So here's the white, and then I come back. Okay, so then I'm going to slide back down here. I ran out of paint. Grab this and push down and roll back. All right, same stroke we've been doing. Right under here, I did white, push down and roll back. All right, so you have the upper pieces. Let's do another one of these that rolled up. See that? And then this piece in front, let's do it a little skinnier than I did on the blue one. There we go. See, that looks more proportionate than these two bases there. But we'll fix that because I'm adding yellow in there. Okay, but before I do, I'm going to come over here and get citrus and sap. See, this kind of controls your paint and keeps you from moving all over a foam plate. This is my double loader tool, and it has a lid for this and a lid over the whole thing with a sponge cap. And what that does, it keeps it fresh till you come back and use the rest of the paint. All right, so I'm going to come underneath here because you're not going to see the stem touching this one. Actually, you're not going to see it touching many of these, are you? Because I put the one in front. I guess I could have done a few that didn't have one in front, but if you take the stem from here, like if I didn't put that petal there, we can go like this. Okay, so now what I want to have, I'm going to go into the medium. I'm going to flatten this 12 flat, and I'm going to they get real skinny. All right, so I'm even going to go on top of this petal. There you go. Now watch what happens. I put my little finger down. I'm going to stand this straight up. I'm going to touch, lift the front. My little finger's going to pull me. Okay. And see how I've got light and dark greens? That's important. All right. So now I can come right in here with a little bit of that white, and I can push down and stand up. A little bit of white. So touch, push, and stand up. Now you can see it's dry, so I need more medium. So touch, push, and stand up. All right, so I need more paint, medium, work it in. Let's try it one more time. There we go. So I needed more medium. And you know, one of the problems here is that this paper is super absorbent, super dry. So it makes it hard to do some of the strokes without using medium, where if I was on a regular piece of shiny paper instead of matte paper, it would go smoother. Now, if you're on glass, you don't need medium at all for this, unless you want some flow medium. Okay, is that kind of fun? All right, so there you go. Now I'm going to take my liner and I'm going to get some of this moon yellow and wicker white. And then this is what's going to happen. This right here is going to come out. Sorry. We're going to tap in right along in here. Okay. And I'm going to go a little bit closer. So you see that we have a little bit in front here. So it would be bigger there and it taps the smaller. Okay. We'll come right under here. And then we tap till it gets smaller. So isn't that fun? All right, so we get some white and moon yellow. So what I'm doing on here is I'm going to go up a little bit. So it's fluffy pollen. And then I'm going to get smaller. All right, and so it's kind of fuzzy looking when it's in here. So is that a little relaxing for you? I hope that you're enjoying this. All right, I hope you practice and I hope you go and try this out and show it on our group, or Donna Dewberry's official one-stroke group on Facebook, and come join us. We love having you guys join us, and we learn from each other. There's lots of fun stuff there. And 2 times a week on my Facebook group, we have big sales, super discounts. We ship all over the world. That will let us ship from the US. And we give you big bargains on our site. All right, there you go. Isn't that kind of fun? All right, so I gave you cobalt with some dioxazine purple, all dioxazine purple, and wicker white was citrus green. All right, citrus and sap green here, a little bit of white added to it. All of that was a 12 flat, except this 2 script liner. And these are all Donna Dewberry brushes that I created. So that means they won't be the same as a 12 flat that you might see in the marketplace. Mine are, it's got the right amount of bristles to spring, and mine spring up and stand back up for you, and that's what you need. So thank you so much. Sign it and share it. All right. Have a great day. Thank you.